humidity. See you, man.
Workout started. My cadence connected.
Humid. It's so humid. It feels just like I'm in a humidor. Always remember, just because you cannot sing doesn't mean you can't sing. How's it going, everybody? It's Greg coming back at you, talking about, I don't know, let's freewheel it. Today's topic: winning hearts and minds. How do you win someone over to think like you think or want to be like you? Or should I say, how is the best way not to do it? In my 34 short years here on this planet, I've made lots and lots of mistakes. And one of the mistakes that I've made is trying to argue with people to change their minds or their opinions on different matters. Anything from religion to dieting to, heck, who the best football team is. And I'll be the first to tell you that arguing with people or throwing something in somebody's face is not the way to do it. I guess you could call that a stop. What the heck? That guy came racing up to the stop sign, slammed on his brakes, and then stalled out his car or something. I don't know. Anyway, so all around America right now, we've had protests and, all kinds of drama and turmoil, specifically because of what seems to be upswing of police shootings of black individuals. And I'm not trying to say whether or not the police are justified in what they're doing. What I'm going to talk about is the protest, or the method of. And what seems to be happening more often are these rioters rioting breaking and destroying property, looting local businesses. And that is not the way to get people to pay attention, understand, and have sympathy for your cause. And in this case, the cause has a catchy name: Black Lives Matter. Alternatively, you have people like Colin Kaepernick who are taking an approach that is arguably more peaceful, but is kind of akin to somebody standing outside of a zoo and protesting by showing you pictures of abused animals. Now, I'll be honest, I don't have a lot against how Colin Kaepernick is choosing to protest, because I think that as a whole, national anthem and sporting events and things like that is kind of overdone anyway. And he's protesting in a way that, I don't even know that the players need to have an anthem before they play. Sporting events in general are kind of their own thing. I don't know. But he is doing a silent protest in a peaceful manner, and he has actually raised arguably more awareness to the cause by simply not standing for the national anthem. So Colin Kaepernick has arguably raised more awareness for this cause by simply not standing. He's gotten media's attention. He's gotten other players. He's gotten all kinds of people to voice an opinion, whatever that opinion is. And he did this without breaking anything, by simply sitting or kneeling at a time that was less appropriate. Now, he's pissed a lot of people off, but he's probably done more for awareness than many others have. And for that, I can't fault him. Now, at the same time though, because so many people are, let's call them patriotic, they don't care what his cause is. They only care that he's disrespecting a flag. And so they may completely agree with his cause on some level, but because of the means he's doing it, they're taking a defensive approach and ignoring the cause simply to hate the man. So, where am I going with all this? In my opinion, the best way to win hearts and minds is to show people, live the life, and make people aware through other means. And in this case, I would do something to, document. Documentaries are so powerful now. I mean, look at a recent one. We had a movie come out a few years ago about the killer whales in California called Blackfish. And that movie caused such a stir and uprising without forcing it on you and without necessarily attacking anybody or any one thing. But people went to see the movie and told their friends about the movie. And then they saw the movie and told their friends. So on and so forth. So much that California passed legislation to get rid of the aquatic shows featuring killer whales, and to no longer allow the breeding of killer whales in captivity. I mean, something as simple as documenting and making a clear and an educating movie about your cause, what you want to change in the world, caused such an uproar that they actually passed a law. Legislation was drafted and passed. In my opinion, that's the way you do it. You educate. And while that education may not get immediate results, it starts fires that burn. Burn in the souls of people and change those minds and those hearts in the right way. I don't want to call it reverse psychology, but it's almost like reverse psychology. You make the person that you're changing the mind of think that they changed their own mind. And they're much more likely to change and or be open to the idea of change. Whereas if I pass a law that says no more sugary sodas, you're going to be in an uproar, or people will be in an uproar, because I'm taking something from them. And I'm doing it in a way that they feel like they've got to defend something that's not good for them. Versus making a clear point about the negatives of sugary sodas, and allowing those people out there that see this point to change their own mind. And they may influence others, who influence others, who influence others. And before you know it, you've accomplished the same goal in a much more peaceful manner. Peaceful not just in the sense of violence, but in the sense of how the changee perceives their mind being changed. They're no longer being stripped of their right. They're willingly giving it up. Anyway, that's it for Free Will Friday. Kind of a long one today. I hope everything's going well for you guys. I'll talk at you later.